Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As you can see from the title, today we're going to be getting into those luxury regrets, mistakes that I've made, child. I want to give you guys some tips, some tricks, some things that you can take away so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Okay? So let's get into it. I actually started shopping for luxury, I think around 2020. So it's not like I've been buying luxury items for like decades or anything. But I have made a few mistakes along the way and I've learned from them, thankfully. And I think because especially prices for items are so expensive right now, it's really important to do your due diligence and making sure that you are being smart, when it comes to purchasing your luxury items. First things first. Make sure that the item that you're purchasing or you're wanting to purchase will fit into your wardrobe, okay? I'm sure you guys have heard, and if you haven't, there is something that's called cost per wear. For me, for example, enter in this gorgeous pink cocoa handle here from Chanel. You guys, I have sold this bag, and when I saw this bag, I was in love, okay? I don't wear a ton of pink when I go out, as you can see. I basically don't really have pink in my wardrobe. I have a few pink pieces in like my drawer in the summertime, but generally I don't wear a ton of pink. So for me to have this, again, gorgeous, stunning cocoa handle, it just wasn't practical for my wardrobe. I wore it a few times here and there, and I just felt like I had to force it. Like it wasn't something that was just like simple and easy for me to do. And that's why it's my first tip that you go ahead and take an assessment. Make sure that the item is going to fit. I'm not necessarily saying that you need to make sure that your bag is black when the first bag that you get is black because black matches with everything, quote unquote. It's more so like if you're gonna get an orange bag, will the orange bag work in your wardrobe? If you're gonna get a green bag, will you have different outfits that you can mix and match and wear that bag can fit seamlessly into? Again, that bag was gorgeous, but it was sitting on my shelf. And I felt like that money can be used in other ways. I am not the girly who just loves for items to just be sitting on the shelf and not touched. I like to wear my stuff. So that's why that one had to go. Okay, so next thing, is the item practical for your lifestyle? So for handbags in particular, if you find yourself not gravitating towards larger bags, don't feel the need to invest in a high-end large bag. If you want to get a large bag, think about maybe getting one that's like from the mid-range so you don't spend as much. For me, for example, I got the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, right? I thought it was a rite of passage, basically. You get a luxury bag, your first bag should be the LV Neverfull. I did not wear it. I am not a big tote bag girl, like classic tote bag shape. I'm not that girl. I am not. So what did I do? I sold it. I sold the bag because I just wasn't finding myself wearing it. I think that actually maybe was my first luxury bag that I got. And like I said, I sold it because it just wasn't practical because it's not my style. But I thought, hey, you're getting a luxury bag. You should get a bag that people say is like the bag that you should wear because it's more practical, da 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 da. I'm not a big tote bag girl, right? I'm okay with my smaller bags. And if I do have a larger bag, it's typically not going to be in that traditional tote bag shape with the straps. It's not. And that's okay, right? So that's my recommendation, is for you to take a look and figure out what is the most practical for your lifestyle. If you're always a girl on the go, like for nighttime, like you're going to dinner, you're going to all the things like events, maybe a smaller bag is more practical just because you don't want to carry something too large. Maybe you are a big bag girl, right? And you love really large bags and you have a ton of large bags in your wardrobe already that aren't luxury, then maybe it makes sense to get that. I definitely recommend taking that step back and just assessing and seeing, okay, what do I actually know that works with my lifestyle, my wardrobe? What am I actually gonna wear? And then find different ways to make those practical. Maybe it's a crossbody bag that can turn, that's also a top handle, right? Just find those little things that work for you and go from there. Okay, so my next tip is going to be always make sure you are looking at the resale market, okay? Sometimes you can kind of end up in that mode where you're like in person and you buy something spontaneously. And listen, if that's cool with you, that's cool, that's no problem. I'm here for it. But I always recommend, especially to those who are shopping for luxury for the first time, is to go into the store and take a look and see what they have, but also take a look online. as well and see what online has for you too. And that's typically because you can find really good quality items at a discount on different websites. So Fashionphile is going to be my number one for handbags. If you are looking for a good handbag where they're very honest, Fashionphile is that girl. I have gotten things from Fashionphile where they have said that it had this and had that. Girl, I didn't see it on there. Okay, I didn't see anything marks on the bag. Also, my second one is going to be The RealReal. So for Fashionphile, I recommend handbags, jewelry, shoes, Fashionphile. Or not necessarily shoes. I would say handbags, jewelry, Fashionphile. Ready to wear, shoes, The RealReal. The RealReal has you covered. The RealReal has so many great deals. So sometimes it's like, it's better for me to save a little bit of a coin, right? So it's good to like take a look at the websites, see what they have available first, and then from there, make your decision on if you want to purchase it brand new from the website, from the store, or if you want to go ahead and just purchase it online. And just know that sometimes if you are shopping online, like on the resale market, you may have to stock these items, okay? These items, especially those that are vintage or out of season or just super popular, they may not be available in store. For some of these items, you will have to like stock them online and see when they become available. I have a small wish list like in my mind of things that I know are no longer available, that I actually go out my way to like look into every few days to see if maybe somebody's trying to sell it, right? Let me show you an example of something actually. So this little cutie here, this rectangular mini bag from Chanel, I actually got this from The RealReal. I'm not really a huge RealReal shopper for handbags, but this one was, the deal was just amazing. I got this bag for I think maybe $2,000, and as you know, Chanel's prices are crazy right now. They're upwards of like $8,000 to $12,000, but I was able to get this one for $2,000. It is in amazing condition. It is this patent leather color. I have it like this where I can wear as a shoulder bag. Oh, I should actually wear this today. Super cute. But this is something that if I wanted to go in store and I really wanted a bag like this, I could have just bought it in store and spent so much more than just taking a look online, figuring out what I want to add to my wardrobe, and then going from there. So this is an example of something that I got from the resale market at a really good deal, and then also in really good condition. All right, you guys, so next and final tip. Y'all, this one has gotten me, okay? I have got with this one. Impulse shopping. I got this pair of shoes here. It was definitely an impulse buy. It was a limited edition collection with like Jimmy Choo and Jean-Paul Gaultier. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's limited edition. That's what gets me. The whole limited edition, gotta get it now, gotta get it now. I feel like I'm gonna have FOMO, so sometimes I just get it. Luckily, this item was on sale though. But at the same time, you guys, I didn't spend the time to really think about and follow the tips that I just gave you guys. Will this be practical? Will I wear this? Will this work in my wardrobe? I saw it was on discount, and I also saw it was something that was limited edition, so I impulsively purchased it, y'all. I got them shoes in, y'all. I put them shoes on my feet and I was like, what the heck did I do? They look like witch shoes. They did not look right. And I think it's because of the color. I've seen that same style of shoe in another color look amazing on someone else. But the white and the point and it was a lot. It was a lot for me. Luckily, I was able to find someone who was more than willing to purchase, and I hope that they're enjoying it. But for me, that was an impulse buy, and that was a regret. If you're gonna impulse shop, again, take a beat to think about it and make sure it's gonna work. It's gonna work in your wardrobe. Make sure it's gonna work for your body type, because I have skinny ankles. So I don't know where I thought I was going with those shoes. I look crazy. But again, that is just something that I had to learn the hard way for sure. And spending that time doing that research will also help you to see how other people feel about it, right? Maybe you're thinking about buying a shoe and you're wanting to impulsively buy it, but then you take a beat, you do some research, and you see that people say it takes forever to break into the shoe, right? And you're like, hey, I need to wear this like for an event. I don't have time to break into the shoe. Then maybe you don't get it, right? Subsequently, you may see someone say, hey, this shoe is super comfortable. I love it. I've worn it so many times. And you're like, okay, bet. At least I know somebody else has been enjoying it. So those are my tips. Oh, bonus tip. Oh my gosh, this was a regret as well. So I purchased this bag here. I actually posted a video about it here on YouTube. I purchased this bag, ended up sending this bag right back to Shopbop. It was this Prada little mini bag. I was looking for a red bag. I wanted it to be like, and not necessarily like micro bag, more of like a mini small bag. Girl, I did not look at the dimensions of the bag. I don't think I did, because when I got that bag, and that bag was literally this big, and I'm a mini bag girl, but for that bag, for it to be like a Boston style bag and to literally be like the size of like a little toy, I was like, oh, whoa, that's crazy. So that's another pro tip. If you're ordering online, please take a look at the dimensions, y'all. Make sure the bag is the size that you want. Don't just go off of the photos, okay? This is like a random bag that I have from Zara. But I wanted the bag to be this size. So as you can see, it's small, but it still will fit quite a bit. Girl, that bag was literally like, I was like, wait, should I keep this? Like, girl, I sent it right back. That was a regret of mine because I didn't look at the dimensions. I just saw it, I saw the price, and I was like, oh, great. And I got it, and it was a regret. It was a regret for sure. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are able to take this away and like learn, have some tips that you can apply when you're shopping for your luxury items. Let me know if you have any recent or any past luxury regrets that you want to share with me. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in my next video. Can't wait to talk to you guys again soon. Bye, y'all.